Hello and welcome to Overwatch 2. I am your host, Allan Enraged, and I didn't record this live, so we're gonna take a look back on it, but it was just a game that I thought was rather amazing. It was probably the most fun game I've played. I did really well. I made, some mistakes, probably plenty of mistakes, honestly. I'm still learning Echo, but, yeah, did really well. Highest damage in the lobby. Let's check it out. Alright, so we're supposed to defend. We gotta defend this point to the right here. Pretty normal if you played Overwatch. Pretty normal to set up in or around the bus. So, kind of look around, trying to make a plan in my head, and I'm like, alright, I'll go over here. I have good mobility. I can kind of set up here and get ready to shoot at them when they come around that corner, because they pretty much have to come around that corner or through those windows, I believe. So I knew they'd be coming around. I was kind of timing it in my head. I was like, alright, right about now, they'll be walking past those bombs, get a little bit of damage out, poke with my auto. I was like, this will be pretty easy. I made it so they pretty much can't even go through. But the Orisa kind of sneaks past my sight line, and I don't notice it. The rest are all there, so I'm poking at the easy targets. You know, why would I need to fall back? Oh, we're losing over here, so this might have been a mistake on my part, not rotating fast enough. And then here I'm like, holy crap, you cannot damage this chick. I don't know Orisa very well, so I don't really know how to counterplay her. I usually counterplay her with Sombra. I'm usually hacking her, and that usually works out, but with Echo, I'd never fought against her before. So, at this point I have a little bit more damage than most people on my team, but that was mostly because of the poke down the alley. And we already lost the first objective right away, so I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not going to work out well. I'm getting pokes. They keep bunching up, which is really good for my right click. Makes it for easy landing of shots, so we get our ult super fast in this fight. Turn into the Orisa, but I don't really know how to play Orisa. So I'm like, trying to figure out the buttons, kind of screw that up, but luckily, as Echo, you build ult charge super fast. Get a pick. Pretty nice. Not bad for an ult, could have been better. But ended up with 2 kills there, kind of devalued their push a bit. At this point, I'm like 3 times more damage than anybody else. But mostly because of, I got to use an ult. Probably the first ult in the game. But yeah, it looks pretty rough. We've lost the first point. We're about to lose the second point. She was sitting on the car, kind of dumb, easy target. Poke some damage out, get ready for my right click. I'm kind of trying to stay with the team. Last time I separated from them, they all died, so I'm trying to stick a little closer to them. It's not optimal for Echo's damage, but it puts more pressure on them. And then I got unlucky with the Hanzo arrow. This Hanzo was my nightmare this whole game. The Hanzo and the Orisa. Everybody else was chump change, but those two, oh boy. Yeah, we had to lose the second point. Like, this game is definitely lost. Free kill there. Don't know why he just stood still for me. Kind of get on a flank from the side. She gets too much health from her weird abilities where she doesn't take damage. Getting a lot of damage out, but the healers are healing it up. And I kind of put myself in a bad position there. I tried to shift backwards through the doorway, but I ended up getting too much height, so I'm stuck out here with them. But I've got 3 on my tail. Turn into the Orisa again. So I've completely stopped their push by accident, because I made a mistake by not shifting through the thing. Bad ult here. I should have timed it a little bit better. I could have charged it up longer, too. But we're just kind of buying time, right? Used that laser a little early, but luckily the Hanzo is just completely not aware of anything in front of his crosshair. Trying to take out this Sojourn, but she gets around the bus. Sucked. If she hadn't gotten around the bus, she would have died a bit faster. And then, see, he's just unaware of anything behind him. He's the easiest person to flank. Great at getting headshots, horrible at situational awareness. And then we get a lucky team kill. Lucky. So this is kind of the turning point where it's starting in our favor. Free kill. Get away from the Hanzo arrow. Use the laser, just kind of dumb. Everything else was on cooldown. Gotta dodge. Stay away from the scary dragon ult. Trying to chase down this Mercy. The Mercy's doing so much work, but the Orisa peels for her really well. But I've almost got my ult charge back because, like, I am just building all the ult charge. I probably used my ult 4 or 5 times this game. It's crazy.
Cloning module charging.
Trying to get there, but I'm leaving my shift to go until I get closer so that I can use it aggressively. Good double kill with the laser. I don't want to use my ult here because the Orisa's dead and I don't see value in anybody else that's alive. I turn around on the flick and get confused by my own teammate, so I stupidly shoot all my bombs at her. Probably why I ended up dying, because I wasted that. I was pretty panicked. You always make worse plays when you panic. And shooting your teammates is one of them. But I'm getting ready. I'm like, I've got my ult. I know the Orisa's alive. I just got to target her. So, getting a pretty bad position here, so I back off a little bit, wait for the heals. We got her ult, which is really nice. Helps me deal some damage there. Turn to the Orisa and just go at it. Out Orisa the other Orisa. She can't change now. And then I used that way too soon again. I was like, just die already, but I should have kept charging it up. Now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get you, Mercy. But I can't hit my shots against a tiny target that moves around that fast. Tried to take her out while she was reviving. Didn't work. Alright, gotta dodge the dragon. It came in at an angle I didn't expect, but so I took like 1 tick of damage. Somebody knocked me back, which prevented me from killing the Lucio. He would have been dead. I've got Sojourn on my side. I see that Lucio ulted, so I'm just backing up. There's no really point in contesting it. Gotta back up to heal. And now it's pretty easy without their tank, so we just gotta find a way to get in on it. Sucks I missed every single right click there. But we got a nice pick on the Hanzo. Flank from the side there. Laser. And there was too much healing. Couldn't get through the healing. Now I'm in a bad position again. So I'm back here, kind of wasting time. I'd already put myself in a bad position, so might as well fight it out. And I died. I should have used my shift as soon as it was up, but I stayed on the ground too long. But I did waste like 15 seconds. Could have lost us the game though. But I almost got ult charge up again, and they made it a little bit of a push, but not enough to matter. And then, oh man, D.Va gets the play of the game right there with that ult. Somebody on the enemy team at the end of the game was just like, you weren't even that good because you didn't get play of the game. I'm like, well, I'm not my fault. You guys stood around while the D.Va ulted. And I'm Orisa again. I do a very bad job here. I'm kind of like, ever since that first play, I get really impatient. Do some really bad Orisa ulting. So that one was a complete waste. We've pushed them back into their spawn. I'm able to get decent damage out. Build up my ult charge. got hit by a soldier. I thought it was a Hanzo arrow at the time because I didn't look at the scoreboard. I was like, surely that was a Hanzo arrow.
That was a very good lesson. 60 seconds.
But yeah, there's no way to look at the scoreboard. But man, my damage was way higher than everyone else's. Trying to build up my ult charge, break down his shield. The Kitsune was pivotal here. Didn't get much off of it damage-wise, but hey, got a right click on him. That was more luck than anything. No. And now, even though I know the Lucio ult's making it so I can't kill any of them, I'm so close to ult that I just want to build the ult charge. But Soldier got me. I assume with his ult. Yeah, looked like it. I was wondering how he was shooting me while literally facing the other direction. But it's looking tough again. I'm like, we got 10 seconds. We can do this. We just have to push them off the objective. Like, all we have to do. So they pushed up too far, in my opinion. I think the Reinhardt should have been closer to the truck. It didn't matter too much, but it got me enough to get my ult charge back. So I use it right here, and I kind of whack him a couple times so he backs up. And then I just stay on the objective, trying to stay alive, get my ult charge. Got really good ult charge from that fire strike, and then boom! They're too far away, and the game was over. And that was just the most fun thing ever. I'm not very good at coaching myself or looking at my own, you know, games to improve. I saw some mistakes, of course. Need to be more patient. Need to not overextend as much. Need to pay more attention to my utility cooldowns. But if you saw anything that I could improve on, let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and of course, leave that comment down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.